What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. So here we are in a unique situation, to say the least. I took a break from the computer for about 4 hours. The price was about 9,500. I come back. I'm like, let's check the price. 8,600. I'm like, wow, that thing dropped quick. Good old Bitcoin knows how to swing fast. So for the last hour or so, I've just been watching uh, GDAX here. Watching the order books and the trade history. I'm on the minute right here. So we just watched one, two, three green candles. Now we're hitting another red streak, a red strike here. We had a set of three green candles about 15 minutes ago. So as far as where's the bottom of this thing, I mean, sure, we can all project. I've been listening to various different technical analysis guys, because I certainly don't feel as though I'm a genius technical analysis guy. If anything, I have a little bit of insight into fundamental analysis that's gotten me by in the past, but I've yet to see one technical analyst be correct in all my endeavors. So I don't have anyone off the cuff that I can recommend. I know people like Phil Cohn, Tone Vase. But like I said, I haven't found anyone that really, hits it on the head. I mean, if we just look at the Bitcoin chart here, I mean, the things that basically what people are looking at is where's the bottom. If we look at the 3-month, you can see that Bitcoin resistance is at 63, or support is at 6,000 thereabouts. Before it gets to 6,000, I guess you could wait and see. I don't know, 8,000. But really, we're looking at 6,000, right? Just under 6,000 actually. If it plows through that, where do you go from there? And I mean that's where it gets real interesting, right? So. That's when this comes back into play. I'm not saying we're going there, but I mean, this is just an incredible sell-off that's happened. Like I said, I mean, it was at 9,500, and then 4 hours later, I checked the computer after taking a break, and I see that it was at 8,600. Now it's obviously playing around. It's dancing around $8,500 range. Currently been as low as 8,300. Every once in a while, you'll see the trade history hit a big green strike, like it's, look at, you'll see a bunch of green trade orders coming in. In my head, I'm thinking, wow, looks like someone, see, flashing green flash here. But then it'll just come in hot red. So, I mean, it's just a massive bloody sell-off we're seeing here in this trade history, even in the order book. So what are my thoughts? Well, the altcoins are getting annihilated. Altcoins are just getting absolutely annihilated. There's no way around it. I mean, Bitcoin's kind of getting annihilated, but the altcoins are really getting pounded. I mean, Cardano blew right past the 20 cent range. It's now in the teens. EOS is really dipping. IOTA is looking like it's going to go under $1. So Tron loves this 3-cent support, but who knows about that? And if you're just curious as to whether or not the market's going to recover, I mean, the only thing that I can personally do and say is that I believe at some point things are going to stabilize. It's kind of like, what's that movie with Denzel Washington? Oh man, I can't think of that movie. I want to say it's John X or something like that. John Z. It's John. Anyway, the movie with Denzel Washington where there's only a couple survivors after Armageddon. It's kind of like, that's kind of how I'm going to perceive. Not the institutional investors, they know what they're doing here. It's the amateur investors that are going to be like the Armageddon situation where only a few of them are left standing and they're all kind of come together. That's basically the way that I feel as though this is going to happen. And if you're one of those people who hangs in there and is a part of the recovery, then you know, you're a true warrior. Uh, and, you know, many of you said that you'll take this thing to zero if you have to. I don't know if I would. I not to say that it'll go to zero, but I mean, you know, that's how tough people's mindsets are. They're saying, "I'll ride this thing to zero," you know. But at what point do I start to panic? I mean, you'd have to really, if Bitcoin broke $1,000 below that, that would be crazy. But even then, I mean, I don't think I would sell. I would probably just be so jaded by that point that I would just, well, I mean, I don't even think it's going to go there. But if it did, I mean, you got to hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. So if that happened, I mean, I'd probably be so jaded, I would just say, oh, I'll just ride it out. But I think by that time, many altcoins would already be just shredded to pieces. I don't know what the point of this is. I mean, the SEC, the Binance stuff. There's no real rhyme or reason for why this is happening. From my assessment, I don't see a rhyme or reason why this is happening other than it is happening. It's like I just feel as though some massive market manipulation is taking place right here. I know a lot of people don't want me to say that, and I don't really want to say it publicly, but I feel like there's some sort of market manipulation happening here where they're really just trying to shake the SHIT out of this market to just rattle, get people to just like, it's like if you're in it, you're going to have to earn this one. That's just what I feel like is happening. Like there's some sort of institutional market manipulation happening here. And I'm not saying that so far as I know, there's nothing says that they can't do that. But that's just kind of what I'm feeling is happening because, like I said, there's no real rhyme or reason here. I mean, there was a bunch of positive news last week. This week we get hit with the SEC coming in on ICOs, but these aren't even ICOs what we're looking at in the market, you know. So, I mean, if you got some ideas, drop it in the comments. I mean, right now I feel like Bitcoin is a real safe store of value still. I mean, to those of you who don't feel comfortable with your altcoins, I mean, what's your store of value? What are you putting it into? Fiat, USDT, Tether, or are you putting it into Bitcoin? I mean, at the end of the day, for me, I try to store everything into Bitcoin. I consolidate into Bitcoin. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. You know, this is just I'm putting this out there because you guys are probably wondering what I think. I mean, if you're probably keeping up with dozens of people anyway. I mean, I'm just trying to share my thoughts with you guys. I don't have any sort of genius insight here. I mean, let's just look at the, wow, look at, see, now there's a flash of green, a green flash here. We've been seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of like 12 minutes have been green. So, I mean, this market can change on a dime. It just depends when the institutional people want to buy back in. You can see right here. I mean, this is why I look at GDAX because I'm trying to get my finger on the pulse. But watch, then it'll just flash red. See, look, even after a strong green streak. So we'll see y'all next time.